What's going on, guys? Nick Shea rocking with you today. It's a little bit nippy out there, so I had to throw on my cardigan. But if you're new to this channel, then today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally make, because normally I tell you how to find meaning in your life. But today, I'm kind of gonna be doing that, but I'm gonna be talking about my struggle with finding meaning and then what I'm gonna do moving forward to help me find meaning. Let's get into it. So on a deep philosophical level, I think that there is no meaning to life, but that's a different video. On a more practical and realistic level, I think that you can kind of get out of life what you make it and find meaning in the 4 F's, which are fulfillment, fun, and family and friends, and those last two kind of go together. So with fulfillment, if you are getting a sense of fulfillment through your job or something that you're creating, that can help give some meaning to your life. And then fun isn't necessarily you having fun, but just enjoying your life and being happy in some sort of way, whether that be with what you're doing as far as a job or with your friends, really anything. As long as you are enjoying life, then that can give you meaning. And then family and friends, if you have meaningful relationships with them, then that can also give you meaning in life. And right now, you could say that I'm kind of struggling in those areas to find some sort of meaning. As far as fulfillment right now, these videos, I feel pretty good about making them, but obviously that's not what I do full time since I can only do one a week. Right now I am student teaching, which that's the last semester of my bachelor's degree. And after I finish this semester, then I'll get my degree and graduate. And then I'll actually get my teacher certificate where I'll actually be able to go and teach somewhere. But for student teaching, it's basically like you're teaching because you're there 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, and the only difference is that you're not really getting paid to do it, which that's not really a problem for me. I don't really care that much. But for a multitude of reasons, I've kind of developed an anxiety a little bit about student teaching, and I constantly worry about making a mistake here or making a mistake there. And there are numerous reasons for that, but I do think that I've kind of gotten into my head a little bit about it. So because of that, that doesn't really feel fulfilling to me. And I've also been planning on going to Korea next year to teach English, and I've been learning Korean and getting excited about going and doing that. So that's made this present moment where I'm student teaching seem much less enjoyable, because going to Korea seems like something that's going to be really fun and whatnot. So I'm kind of not living in the present moment in a sense, so that decreases from my fulfillment there. And then as far as fun goes, I don't really do that much. I really need to get some hobbies. I have some interests like photography, and then I want to go and do something physical, but I'm struggling with problems with my arms, so I can't do anything too physical in that way. But that brings me to the next part, which is family and friends. And I have a good relationship with my dad, mom, and brother, but I don't really have any deep connections. Like, I don't have a best friend. I have one friend that's also student teaching, and we talk on a regular basis about our struggles and whatnot, and she's a good friend in that sense, but I don't have many deep, meaningful relationships. And that is something that I kind of feel that is a major part that is lacking in my life, because I feel like you can get fulfillment and fun out of your friends or your family in those relationships. Because if you have a good relationship with anyone, a good deep relationship, someone that you can count on, then you can also go and do some fun things with them, and you feel fulfilled because they are there for you and you're there for them and whatnot. So because I'm lacking in those areas in a little bit of the sense, I am struggling to find meaning in my life. And one thing that I've been doing a lot of is just watching Netflix and Hulu and that sort of stuff every night, instead of coming home and then working on these videos, which every night I plan on coming home and then working, but then I'm either just too tired or I just procrastinate on it and watch TV. Or I say TV, but if I say TV, then I just mean Netflix or Hulu. But whenever I'm watching a show and then I wake up the next morning, I feel kind of empty because I didn't accomplish anything. Also, I have this weird thing where I get attached to the characters in the shows. I think because I kind of live their lives, or the relationships that they develop, I develop with them. So whenever a show is over, I just feel kind of empty inside because I want to reminisce about the show, but then it feels so pointless because it's like, it's a television show. It doesn't matter at all, right? So that kind of leads me to feeling empty because I want to have those connections that they have in there, but then I realize that I don't. So that is something that I'm going to do for the next 30 days. I'm going to cut out my Netflix, Hulu, all that, so that I am not watching it and I'm spending more time on things that are meaningful, like creating videos and then also studying Korean and any number of things that aren't just being lazy and watching TV. I'm not completely against watching Netflix and Hulu and whatnot, because there are plenty of times where you need to just chill, then watching Netflix or Hulu serve a good purpose. But I'm gonna try and substitute it with reading a book or something like that instead. So hopefully that'll also get me to do something that's just more meaningful, but it's whatever. I'm going to be doing that for 30 days. If it's something that you're interested, then I would recommend trying it out, because who knows, it could do something good for you as well. And the next thing I want to do is just meet up with a person once a week. It doesn't have to be one specific person every single week, but I want to work on developing our relationships and whatnot. Someone that I can be a friend with for the most part. I mean, if I happen to find a girlfriend of some sort, then I'm not opposed to that as well. But I just want to try and start to develop more meaningful relationships, and by cutting out Netflix and Hulu, hopefully I'll be more motivated to get out there and go hang out with people. And then the last thing that I want to do more of is prepare for my student teaching. Something that my mentor teacher that had gotten me to do was prepare a week ahead of time and having everything printed out for those lessons that I was gonna do, which that actually helped reduce some of the anxiety that I was feeling. So my goal now is just to continue to prepare more, because whenever I feel like I'm prepared for the lessons, then I have much less anxiety and I'm more confident in what I'm actually going to be talking about. So I need to make sure that I'm doing more preparing for that. I'm so sorry. It's also my brother's birthday today. He just walked in. Where was that? But yeah, hopefully that will help make student teaching feel more meaningful if I am less anxious throughout the entirety of while I am doing it. Hopefully I can then enjoy the moments while I am there. So if there's something that you are struggling with, that you are anxious about, then just try and prepare a little bit more for it. Then maybe that will help you out. But also, if there's just something that you are struggling with in life, then please comment that below. Hopefully we can get some sort of discussion going about it to where we can kind of fix some of our problems. But another thing that I wanted to mention is that I'm going to be rebranding the channel here pretty soon. Instead of having it Mindful Mastery, I'm going to just be Nick Shea, because I kind of wanted this channel to be more associated with just myself and my life. I mean, I want to be giving you advice, and I want this channel to be educational and entertaining. Those are my two main goals with this channel, even if it is just about me, you could say. But I want to be open to changing what I'm talking about, and I'm still gonna have a consistent theme during periods, but I kind of want to change to just Nick Shea. I'm going to do that probably within the coming months. I don't have a specific date, but I want to get a channel design, like my background art, my logo, and all of that kind of set up before I start changing stuff. That's pretty much all that I got for you today. I hope that you took something from this and that you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.